Before we get started into all the tactical things that you have to do, you really have to understand what you're selling. So this is something that we do at the agency all the time. So this is really the focus on who we're selling to. We're obviously all humans, and when we're selling to a human, we have two aspects to always look at: the emotional and the physical. So let's start with the emotional. The emotional of why someone is purchasing your product. This is super, super important, because I promise you that if you think it's because your product is special, it's not that reason. The reason why people are purchasing your product is because of how that product, that sensation of having that product makes them feel. So it's like, why do we have a $10 wallet compared to a $3,000, let's say Gucci wallet? What's the difference if the same purpose is at the bottom? It's a place where they're holding their money. Why do some people decide to purchase that $10 wallet and some people decide to purchase that $3,000, $10,000 wallet? So once we really dive into what our product is doing in that emotional sense, then it really gets easier to portray those emotions when we are marketing them to our audience.
We have to market, as Laura said, with emotion. This means that if you are selling a $3,000 wallet, you need to make them feel the quality through the content you're making. You need to make them feel how premium the product is. So that's super important. Every single piece of video, every single piece of content that you put out there, it needs to transfer whatever quality you're trying to make. Listen, this doesn't mean that you need to spend thousands of dollars just making overproduced videos all the time. You can transfer the same emotion through pictures taken with your phone, pictures taken with your on camera. You can also pay a content agency like us. You have many different ways to do the final goal, but you need to have a mix of everything. As you can see, if you see Adidas or Nike, for example, you have a big influencer pile of people that produce content every single day using the shoes, using the shirts, the shorts, and all of that. That's content made with phones, and they run that as ads sometimes. But Exactly. They also run big commercials. They run also big social media campaigns with big budgets. So that depends. If you're a big brand just trying to market your product, you need to have a mix of different type of content, and also you need to transmit this emotion, okay?
Exactly. Then we move on to the physical part of this product. So physical is more of the things that you can actually play around with. For physical, the first thing that you should always concentrate on is your branding. So what exactly does your brand sell? We can always go back to the example of a, regular coffee versus that Starbucks coffee. Why are people constantly going back daily for their Starbucks coffee? And also packaging. So here I have a couple examples. This was a little hard to find because if you guys don't know, Gabe is super minimalistic. So we throw away all of the packaging and boxes. So this was super hard to find, but this is a little cute package. Let me get closer so you guys can see it. Let's see. So this is it's a little food item, and look at this package. So even without seeing what's inside of it, the container, the design, the whole, the feeling of this already takes it to a whole nother level. And then another example that I would love to show you guys are these two cards that I got recently from Little Purchases. So this is from my friend, the Whimsical Twin. She is currently making masks. And with every mask that that you buy, she's donating one to people, to nurses, people in the medical field. So this is beautiful. This handwritten note really makes per product stand out. This is another example of something I got last week. And a thank you note from Akalia Swimwear. And this is it's the little details that really take the brand to a whole nother step and that make the whole product purchase different than purchasing any product from the store, any product, from anywhere else. That makes me want to go back and shop from them again. So that's really the basis of product marketing that we're always getting towards.
For people watching the replay, I don't know if you were able to see the packaging. It's a pretty, little box and letters that you put inside of your product packaging. That's super essential because the unboxing experience for clients, that's a memorable, they're waiting for the package. They've been watching your ads and all of that. So they're really excited to open the box. So if you make that experience the best you can get, they're going to be coming back to your business. So think about when you're opening any package, any brand that you actually use, when you open it and you see a little booklet, you see, coupon codes, stickers, you also see the product, you see the manual. You need to add something different within the equation to be make an impact to the customer so they can keep purchasing from your business. So just keep in mind, if you're starting an e-commerce, for example, brand, if you're selling online and you're testing products, this is okay. You can test it with different kind of products, but at some point you need to be thinking about packaging and experience and how to make it emotional for your brand, okay?
Exactly. So that's the whole strategy behind that. No matter what you're selling, you have to at least sit down a couple of minutes and think about that. But let's say that you're ready to go and you're ready to get hands-on tips on how to photograph your products. So today we are here in our living room. As you guys all know, and as you guys are probably doing too, we are staying home. So we're going to show you how we're going to photograph this little box of chocolates with things that we have found lying around the house. So we're not at the studio, so think of it that way. If we can find this lying around the house, and you can too, for your product or whatever you're selling. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this closer so that you guys can have a full view of what we have going on here. So our product today are these chocolates. I don't know why, but everything that's food related is just 1,000 times better. So these are some Kit Kat chocolates that we found lying around. Like I mentioned, we don't really have that many packages, but this is one that we had and I thought it was beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and use this as an example today. Right here, this is actually, so what we're using under this is our desk. So this is our work desk. And the first thing that you want to think about is your background, and always think about how you can start incorporating textures as you go along from this. So what we found right here, this is our rug from the living room that we're putting behind to just create this, like this background effect for the image. And like you saw on this box, and we think about really the ambience that's going around, it's very tropical, it's very green. So we started searching the house for green things to add. This is a little plant that we found, and this is a little bowl that we had from the kitchen, and then we put the chocolates inside. But we do have a secret little hidden thing inside so that it does look this good, because if we just place the chocolates on here, it wouldn't look this good. So let's go ahead and dive in. I don't know if you want to say a little more about also the settings for camera, lights, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so you need to be thinking about the product itself. You need to be thinking about your brand, what stands out. So we're talking about with Brazil, so we are doing tropical things. We're doing a lot of, greens and yellows. So everything we do, we need to be going around that. So whatever props you find, always try to find something that adds to the brand, and don't put things to the frame that doesn't make any sense. because it's really easy to start adding things that they're just not relevant to the content you're creating. So be mindful of whatever you're adding and be mindful of how can you be different. So if you think about, for example, a brand that's super plain with white background, that doesn't sell really well. So that might work if you're doing a landing page and you need to show the product, the features, but you actually, if you're doing content for social media, you need to keep it fresh and unique. So think about whatever you can add that's different to the frame, to the shot, to the video, so you can get the likes, the shares, and all of that. So let's get started. So first we did the actual background. We're adding some textures. We want to make it not as plain. We don't want a white background, so we're adding the texture. And then we're gonna start with the actual base of the frame. So as you can see, we put it right here, and we use the green from the chocolate. And then this light right here is super inexpensive. You can use it for your own product photography. This is like a $20 light, a LED light that you can use. You have many colors, different colors that you can use. So for small products, it's amazing. So we're gonna add that one.
I think we literally use that for everything. And now we are even starting to use it for our own videos, because it does help create like that background effect of depth and color. So definitely super recommended. It's on Amazon, and in the link in bio we'll make sure to add all of, I don't think we have that one in our toolkit, but we'll go ahead and add that so you guys can shop for that on Amazon. So he's plugging it in right now, and the best thing about it is that with this you can literally pick the color that you want to show.
So because this is a Brazil kind of product, we're doing Kit Kats with caipirinha and all of that. We're trying to put the greens, the yellows, the light blues, and all of that. So we're gonna accentuate the color right here behind the actual plant. So we get the greens out. There we go. Then we want the actual box to appear because this is a establishing shot. So we're doing the base right here. As you can see, this is like a napkin base that we can use from home. So it doesn't matter whatever you're trying to use. And then we put right here. So we put napkins inside to lift the product. You can use this also for food. And
yeah. Let me show you a little. So the key thing to product photography is playing around with different aspects to make things actually look good. So obviously, no matter how many chocolates we place in here, it wouldn't look the same as when we have a base. Lifting it up and really making the chocolates pop outside of the bowl. This is something that's super, super important with food photography and really any product photography, but with food, you know, we play around so much when we're going on to a restaurant or something that we always bring that onto what we're doing with products. So that's super, super important. And just think about when you're looking at those great images that you see, you know, anywhere on commercials, on magazines, like that ice cream texture is never really ice cream, it's shaving cream. So just think of little details that will really help your product stand out.
So also make sure your packaging is looking great. Please don't use something that's, you know, a scratch or they're not the best, you know, the best face. Make sure you use something that's beautiful. The same with food content and all of that. Let me just change the frame a little bit so you can see the way we're shooting this product right here. And then we're putting the last thing, which is our key light. You can use any white light from the store. If you have a light lying around, you can use a bulb. So we put the light in front. We don't want that We put it in 20%. We don't want that high because we want to see the colors from the greens. So we put it right here. And there we go. So you're asking, maybe I don't have a expensive camera, so what can I use? I mean, you can use your actual phone. If everyone, this is not super technical, you do the best you can from your stage. You can do it with all the props and all that. You can bring the professional value and the professional look, not with the camera, but with the actual creativity and all the props that you might include into your product, okay? So there we go. And then we bring it up right here, and then we use our phone. So when we go ahead, put the camera, you can use portrait mode. So as you can see here, you have the full potential from your product. So I don't know if you can see it from there, but you can focus and just take the picture. So we have the background with texture, we have the foreground with lighting, so we're giving depth to the shot. We're giving the plant with some of the tropical feels. We have the greens, the yellows, and we have the greens in the base. We have a napkin inside that brings the chocolate up, so everything is looking beautiful. So Laura's gonna show you how is the actual shot after editing.
Exactly, and I also want to go ahead and show you guys also some examples of products that we've shot in the past for clients. And I want to make a quick little addition. If you do not have a light, if you do not have a setup, go outside. There's nothing more beautiful than direct sunlight onto your product. And keep in mind of those lifestyle pictures. That's something that we're very big on. So no matter how cool you can get your studio design and those really cool animations and GIFs and boomerangs to look, you also want to make sure that you're showing your product in real life, people using it. Remember that people always buy from other people, so try to make that connection. Let me go ahead and show you what our final picture of the chocolates look like. So look at this, absolutely beautiful. We did this from home. We did this in the amount of time that you guys saw, so it's definitely doable. And as you can see, it looks a lot better than if I were just holding this and maybe holding the box like this. So keep that in mind. It's super simple things that you can do to make your product look better. And just so that you see a more real life example, I want to show you these two pictures of products that we've shot from our clients. So if you look at the top picture, I'm not saying that this is bad because these are pictures that you still need, but just think about what you're using them for. So if we look at the top example, we can just see this product alone on a white background. This is a beautiful product, but we can all notice that these photos aren't super captivating. That's super easy to notice. These photos, however, are the perfect solution for our website catalog. This is exactly what you want your white product backgrounds to be used for. You want to have them on the website so that you're always making sure that all your products look the same and they look good. All right, let's compare this to the second image. So on the second image, we can already see that we're doing better just by incorporating the product box because they do have a beautiful packaging. So that's a super simple trick. Include the packaging into your photos. It does bring more life to it. We can see it right here, and it does look a lot better. Now let's take this a step further. Let's compare now this second image that we saw with a complete photo setup. So what we see on the top is just that white background with the product and its packaging. If we take it a step further and we look onto the second image, what we have here is the product on a stand, and we turned the lights off. We added a little dry ice in the background, and we used the same exact strip that we used for this this chocolate photo shoot. Let me just move it back so that you guys can see. Not that back. So the same exact strip right here. I don't want to mess up our shoot, but this little same color strip was what we used for this photo, and it really, as you can see, looks completely different.
This one right here, $20, you can make amazing shots, one single color depending on your brand. You can change it, you can do so many things around. So as you can see, there are many ways to bring up the product to life, as Laura said.
And now I want to take it a step further and look at this. I'm going to make it full screen so you guys can see. Look at how amazing this photo looks with the light. We created depth by adding that backlight, by turning the lights off. It's just simple things that you can do to really make your product stand out. Now look at this when we add movement. Keep in mind that you can do this with your phone. You don't need expensive equipment if you don't have it. With your phone, go ahead and turn on that boomerang effect. Boomerang never gets old. Look at this. This is an absolutely amazing shot of this product. And now let's compare this, remember, to that first photo that we saw of the product on a white background. Look at the difference. And it was literally something, oh, I'm sorry. It was literally something like this setup. I'm sorry. Like the setup that we did. It didn't take long. It was easy to make. We made it at home. So at that time we were at the studio, but we made it at home. So it's possible for you to make this at home, okay?
And also that's a rotating base. That's actually like $30 from Amazon.
Yeah.
And you can get it, the dry ice, you can get it from a supermarket. If you're in the US, you can get it from Publix. And the light strip is like $20. So you can make amazing quality shots with your cell phone. You put it in a high frame rate, 120p, so you can do a slow motion. You can do so many things if you get creative. So you can also ask us in the comments if you have any questions about this. So just keep it in mind.
Exactly. And now let me show you another example of this same exact product outside in its environment, using props that are already part of what this is. So let me tell you a little background about this product in specific so you guys understand. This product is an aviation device that helps control your panel. So what we have here is the device with the iPad that it connects to. So it's super simple. It looks amazing, and it's already something that the audience is connecting in their head because they know that the product pairs with this iPad. In the background of the photo, we have an airplane. So this is the brand's airplane with the logo in the back, and it just looks so nice. No artificial lighting was used here. This was shot outside. This photo is amazing, and we're using that direct sunlight. So your excuse that you don't have a light or that you don't have things inside is not a valid excuse. You can always go outside, think about the environment of the product, and unite things that go together to make the product look good.
Remember what I said about having different kind of content, outside, inside, white background. You have the stage one, you have the influencer one, you have the people, you have everything. So this is what I mean. I mean, you need a different mix of picture and content you're putting out. You don't want your social media grid, your social media face to be always the same. That's what happens with a lot of businesses. They start doing the same kind of flyer, the same kind of picture every time again. So if you're a restaurant, for example, you're putting content out, you're just taking picture of the food and that's it. Add the chef, add the experience, add the customers, add the faces, the smiles. That's what sells. You need to transmit that emotion. So keep that in mind, okay?
Love that. That's a great point. And now to close, we're just going to go switch back to the photo that we took right now during this live of the setup that we just created. Let us know if you guys have any questions on little tips that we can help you with right now for your own product, for your own product marketing, if you're looking for strategies, if you're looking for different ideas for content creation. let us know in the comments below. And keep in mind, it's totally doable. Just get a little creative, think outside the box, think what your audience feels when they receive your product. Just really try to connect those emotions with the physical. That's really a key important thing of any type of marketing. So
exactly. So for the people listening to this on a podcast, just to give you a picture of what's going on, we're showcasing all the previous work we did and also the pictures we are doing at the moment, just live. So just keep in mind that this is super simple to do. You can go to YouTube and see the actual pictures, but we're trying our best to just take it for our live audience. But don't feel left out. You can go to the YouTube channel and rewatch the replay, okay?
Exactly, and see exactly how we did the whole setup. So we do have a question here. Is it light on Amazon? So the light, or if you're talking about the strip, yes, it's on Amazon. We'll make sure to include that in the toolkit that we have in the link in bio for you. So you can see exactly which one we bought. It's, it's inexpensive, and I'm literally telling you that we've used it for everything. We even use it for our own personal videos, not just client product videos. So it's amazing. The light, this one, if you're talking about this one, it's on Amazon. If you're talking about our external light, it's also on Amazon, and it's already in our toolkit. It's a little big. This is the one that we use. It's called Newer. And I know if you want to move it a little more this way. Yeah. The Newer SL60W. So that's also on Amazon. This is the perfect light if you're looking for taking your product photography a step further. If you're working with clients, this is 100% recommended.
This is called a key light, and it's awesome because it's a soft box and it's not like a harsh light. But if you are getting started with your business, you can do also a regular bulb that's white, and you put like a soft shield or whatever, kind of, what's the name of that, tela? Curtain or something in front that you can diffuse the light. A diffuser, basically.
A diffuser box. It has a name, that diffuser.
So that's something that you can make at home, and don't get too caught on, the equipment or all of that. As you can see, as you saw, we made this picture just by using our phone and some implements that are, around the home.
Exactly. So we hope you enjoyed it. If you want to tune back in and watch the replay of how we did the whole setup, it's going to be available on YouTube. And if you do have any fabric, it's like a fabric kind of thing that you put on to make sure that the light doesn't bounce back. So those were awesome questions. If you do have questions later on, you can always send them to us via DM. We are open to helping you out with your product photography and your product strategy. So thank you guys all for tuning in today, and we hope to see you next Thursday in our next TDC Live. All right?
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Take care, guys.